What's up, guys? We are live, and today we'll be using the Element 2 from Mustang Tattoo and the new Zune pen that they just sent me. I'll be working with Rain cartridges and using some world famous ink, some solid ink, some stuff from Russia that I like. This black is really dope. And here's my private studio setup. All right. What's up, bro? I'm doing all right. I'm just setting up. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Where can you get what? Go on my YouTube and watch the live because I'm not going to be able to answer everybody's questions. So if you could help me out, that would be great.
Where can I get the camo medical tape from?
They sell it on eBay. Yeah, scoot down over here more. I buy it on eBay pretty much. Just search for camouflage Sensi wrap. And you're putting
Next
it on.
question is which blend for colors, please?
Which what? Let me see.
Which blend for colors?
Where the hell do you see that? Which blend for colors? Don't exactly understand what you mean by that.
In tens?
No, he probably means which brand
Oh, which brand? Okay.
instead of blend. No, I don't use Intense, unfortunately. I don't like Intense. I'm not a fan of their ink. I use world famous. I use solid ink. I use Quantum, and I use a brand from Russia called Kraska.
Okay, world famous got their solution for shadow.
No, just their colors. For black, I use Dynamic Triple Black, or I use Empire or Solid Ink. I use Empire. I use Dynamic.
What kind of ink do you use for gray wash?
I make my own, just diluted within the cap. So for example, my first cap will be solid black. The next cap will be 3 drops of black. Now this also depends on the size of the caps that you're using. But other than that, yeah, so my next will be, a few drops of black depending upon how big the cap is. If I'm using like medium-sized caps to relatively small-sized caps, I will just put 3 to 4 drops in the second cap and then 2 drops in the third cap. And the last cap will be just water. And how I'll work is I mix in between those caps while I'm actually tattooing. I have to hit this red again.
Next question. Got Dynamic. Triple is really better than the classic one.
Honestly, I feel like there's not really much difference between the triple black and the classic dynamic.
Okay. Have you tried Valhalla from Axis?
No, I don't. I have not worked with the. I've tried it. I don't really like that machine. It's it's too big, to be honest, and I feel like with the different stroke lineup that they have, I mean it's a decent machine, but I don't know. I'm not crazy about Axis machines. I don't think I'll ever use anything from that company again.
Going back to the gray wash, do you use Hazel or just distilled water to dilute?
Just distilled water. No witch hazel, just distilled water, nothing else.
I use the Bronc S for lining and Bronc short pen for color and shadows. Really enjoy Hummingbird Supply.
Yeah, Hummingbird is, I mean, they're alright. It's a Chinese company. There's nothing wrong with their machines. I've tried their machines out. I think they're okay. There's a lot of Asian companies out there that I feel make better quality equipment, to be honest. At least that's how I feel. But Hummingbird is alright. Nothing wrong with their machines. I mean, if you're a good artist, then a good artist can work with pretty much anything. It doesn't matter if it's a machine from Hummingbird, or if it's a machine from Cheyenne, or if it's a machine from FK Irons, or if it's a machine from, you know, that you made in your garage with a tape player motor and some glue.
I've seen a vibrator used, like pens.
I don't know about how well that. I don't know how well that situation works, bro. That vibrator's retarded. I've seen that fucking photo everywhere, bro. All over Google, motherfuckers be sending me the shit, thinking it's funny. I'm like, rap, really?
So Anto B, thanks bro for all the information. You make the best tattoo reviews. Yordano, dude, by the way, thank you for recommending the CNC short pen. It truly is an amazing machine. I've been using it for 3 to 4 months now.
It's definitely, that's like one of my favorite machines, to be honest. That short pen is badass. It really works great. I mean, a lot of people underestimate these machines and say, oh, you know, you're fucking using a machine made in China, blah blah blah. It's crap because it's made in China. Okay, but so are our most of the stuff that we work with. You know, like you got you know, all our phones, our TVs, and our most of our products that we use, they're all made in China, and people people don't realize that. But they want to talk shit about tattoo machines that are made in China. This machine hurt more.
Not
Not
necessarily.
really.
I mean, you definitely can feel the needles, but you can feel the needles all the time.
Well, regardless, this machine has a longer stroke of 4.3 millimeters. This is actually my first time trying solid ink red, and it's super thick. I don't know how I feel about that yet. I guess we'll see how it heals. When I hit this area the first time with red, it was all, I think, world famous red, and I don't like the way it healed. A lot of it fell out, which is... red's tricky. It'll... A lot of times it can fall out if you don't know how to put it in right.
Now Chinese put a Swiss motor on tattoo guns.
Yeah. Well, let's call them tattoo machines just for the simple fact that they don't kill people. Well, for that matter, they don't kill anything. I mean, we're creating art. We're not. I don't know why the whole term of gun came about. I think people from prison and jail started calling them tattoo guns to think that they'd be cool and stuff. You know, like good tattoo artists, and in general, tattoo artists that, you know about the industry and work with other artists. And if you work in a decent shop, you're not going to be calling a tattoo machine a tattoo gun. You know,
I don't consider it a gun.
it's not a gun. I mean,
It's a machine.
we create art with these on people's bodies. Remember that. More questions.
Yep. We don't kill people with nail guns either. Law bother.
No, you're right. We don't kill people with nails. Actually, you can kill somebody with a nail gun, bro. I've seen it happen.
I've seen. There's actually a lot of
I've seen a
defense weapons now.
I've
Like,
seen a motherfucker get murdered with a nail gun in front of my eyes, bro,
Yeah.
by accident.
I've been seeing companies are now selling like M4 stylistic looking nail guns with nail like 20-inch nail like cartridges to use as a, because it's technically not a gun. It's a nail machine.
Well, they call it a nail gun.
I can beat someone to death with a coil machine.
You can. Yes.
So Anto B 23 mag question mark.
I'm using a 17. This is a number 10. I believe that these are a .30 millimeter, and this one is from Rain, made by CNC.
Alright, Ronnie Brown. Thoughts on the upcoming wireless options from FK and Cheyenne coming out?
Okay, so FK is making some really cool stuff. So he has the Flux coming out, which I think is a pretty badass machine. I have not tried it. I have only seen stuff that he has been putting out continuously through his YouTube channel and through his Instagram. And it's a great option for people that want wireless. I mean, he already has it on pre-order. It's $999, $1,000 pretty much. It comes with one battery. If you want an extra battery with it, it'll be, I believe, $12.99. Which in reality, you need to think about it that, you know, you're getting a machine and you're getting a power supply built into the machine, you know, and I mean, I guess over the years, you know, when I first was searching for a lightweight coil machine, there was nothing really available years ago on the market until, you know, Next Generation came out. And I don't know if you guys remember Next Generation. They were one of the first companies that made a lightweight aluminum style coil machine that was you know, a really good option for people that were looking for something that was lightweight. And then FK Irons came out with their line of lightweight coil machines, and they were probably the best aluminum lightweight coil machines that I ever used on the market. And then, you know, me and Gaston went through some stuff. We don't really talk anymore. Would I use his equipment? Yeah, sure. The Zion is a really good machine. I have recently got a chance to use it again and revisit it, and I've really enjoyed working with it. It works like a great machine. So now, pertaining to your questions towards the new Cheyenne wireless machine, the Solnova Unlimited, it's called. That's it's a great machine. I am definitely going to get it so I can review it for you guys, and I will test it to see how well it runs. The Solnova Unlimited, it's called, has the Sensi Drive option within the machine, which I think is an amazing thing. The machine itself comes with 2 batteries. Now, the batteries within that machine are actually batteries that you can very easily buy through any vape supply company. They are 18350 batteries that you can easily charge on a vape battery charger, or a charger that can charge 18650 batteries.
Is FK truly American? I'm not sure if that matters or not, but
It does, because he claims that he is, but there's been, I don't know, rumors and stuff that have said that he has, I think, stuff in the past maybe he had made in China. I mean, everybody has, you know, prototypes and stuff like that, but no, he has an entire factory now in Florida, and that place, they make all the machines there. So I would say, is he truly American? Yes, he is. I believe so. You know, where is he getting his uh, steel from and aluminum from and parts and stuff like that? I mean, you can get those from China. I know that a lot of the motor manufacturers, even like Maxon Motor and Faulhaber Motor, have stuff produced in China under, strict supervision, but they're produced in large amounts, which makes it a lot easier for a company to make something for another company when you're trying to make an order of 10,000 motors and you need them within a week or two. So, you know,
Anto B worked with Mikey Sharp's coil machines before rotary ones.
I use Mickey Sharps. Yeah, I've used Mickey Sharps for years. I used their micro dial liner, and their shaders were great and stuff. And Mickey Sharps has always made great coil machines. I can tell you guys that much.
Hornet 1 and Paul Rogers from Anto B.
From who?
Anto B. Hornet 1 and Paul Rogers.
Hornet.
Yeah, Hornet 1.
The fuck is the Hornet 1? Never heard of it. I've heard plenty of Paul Rogers stuff, but the Element 2 can smash some color pretty well. At 5 volts. Yeah. Wow. Nice. Switch over to the Zune from Mustang Tattoo. My sponsors as well. This at, I guess 7.5. This thing is very quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Way better. Less painful.
Yeah, because it has a shorter stroke, so it's not hitting as hard.
Five volts, really good for people. Less pain.
It's not 5, it's at 7.5. Both of these machines work at different voltages. They have different motors. This has a custom Maxon motor that Mustang is using. It's a 6 watt or 5 watt motor. 6 watt motor, I believe. Okay, the Zune is badass. Yeah, I like it. Works great. And another thing with this machine, guys, the Zune right here. This is not the Vader. You guys can go to Mustang-Tattoo.com and you can check out the Zune, ZOON. And it is smaller than the Vader. It's shorter, and it also works with Cheyenne grips. That means that you can use any Cheyenne pen grip on it. The disposable Cheyenne D grips work with it without any issues.
Nothing yet, but I put it in there. Mustang's in.
The glide that I'm using is from Tattoo Fix Care, and it is their herbal glide. If you guys are interested in that, it's very, very good stuff. I really like it. They are also one of my sponsors, and I'm really enjoying working with their products. Just amazing stuff. They make a butter formulation and a glide like this, which has some really nice herbs in it, and it's more of a Vaseline texture, which is really great when you're switching colors and stuff and you don't want to stain an area, especially if you're working with lighter colors.
Anto B uses Inky's Green Glide.
Yeah, I've used Inkies. You guys head over to eBay and well, actually, I did a review on the Tattoo Fix Care products, and the review is up on my channel, and I believe it's probably the video right before this live video. And you guys could you don't even have to watch it, just click on the drop down arrow and you guys will see the link there for the Tattoo Fix Care store. You guys need to try this stuff out. I shit you not, it's absolutely amazing. It's very cost efficient. You get a 300 milliliter jar, which is pretty much almost 6 ounces. How many ounces is 300 milliliters? I forgot.
I got you.
I think it's like 5 ounces, maybe even more. But it's only like $10 a jar. I
10
mean,
ounces. 10 fluid.
well, that's fluid.
No, we don't want fluid. We want regular amounts.
Yeah.
No, oh, here we go. No, never mind.
What?
Well, I'm looking for ounces and it's not. So if we do the legal cup, it's 1.25 cups. Pints.
I don't know. Whatever.
Liter, 0.3 liters.
5 ounces is how many milliliters?
5 ounces, 300,000.
What?
Oh, sorry. You said 5 ounces?
Yeah.
5 ounces.
Dude, you're
No, that's good. So shut up.
300,000, yeah.
Shut up. Where's ounces? Come on, Google. Help me out here. There's no. It's only fluid ounce.
Okay.
5 fluid ounces is 147 milliliters.
Okay, well, whatever. I know that the jar is 300 milliliters, and they also make a adhesive film. It's called Fixderm, Fixderm, and they make a foam soap for tattooing, which is also pretty fucking amazing.
Jordanov Arts. Does it not clog up the cartridge? It is
No,
massive
not at
impact
all,
texture.
not at all, not at all. No cartridge clogging, nothing. It's it's great. And pretty much it looks like that. you guys can see. If you're interested in the stuff, watch my review on it, please. It's a great company. It's made in Israel. They're literally, it's, they have all kinds of medical licenses. They had their fixed derm bandage, which is pretty much a Sanoderm type bandage. All these companies out there, you know, that make these type of adhesive film bandages, you know, you don't really know what you're getting. Well, with this company, they actually had their bandage FDA approved. Now, to do that, you really need to realize that it takes a lot of money to get something approved by the FDA. It's quite a bit of money to put into a product for tattooing. Not a lot of things on the tattoo market are FDA approved, especially with, you know, ointments and stuff that goes into your skin, inks and this and that. There is no ink on the market that is approved by the FDA. It doesn't exist yet. And the FDA has stepped into the ink industry to try, you know, and get all these companies that make ink, to try to get them to get FDA approval now for their inks, and they want the tattoo industry to start changing a lot of the inks that are being put into people's bodies. And I guess right now there's a whole thing. A lot of brands of ink came together and started a organization to do testing and help us within the tattoo industry and community to not lose the quality of ink that we have, because if that happens, that's going to suck, because the FDA is deeming it necessary to try to take our pigments and turn them into cosmetic pigments, which everyone knows that cosmetic pigments are diluted to an extreme extent, and they're not designed for tattooing. They're designed for cosmetic use. They're designed to kind of fade over the years, and that's something that we in the tattoo industry, we don't want and don't need, because that's going to, you know, it's going to suck, tattooing with pigments that suck. You know, if something like that happens, I'm just going to go back to making my own pigment. I made my own pigment from years. 4 years, I used to buy all my powder from National Tattoo. You know, I've been tattooing since '95. So a lot of stuff has changed, but then when you have the FDA try to step in to any type of industry, they always want to try and change everything and anything that they can. It's all about money to them and how they could make money off an industry. And really, why all of this is happening is because tattooing has become so popular. It's the shows on TV are, you know, bringing a lot of attention to us as artists, because now the FDA is realizing the amount of money that we as artists actually make. Years ago, we didn't have any of that. Social media didn't even exist. And, you know, tattooing was completely different than how it is these days. You know, and if you ask me if these shows have damaged the tattoo industry, I believe that they have, and yet they have shed a light on what a tattoo artist is capable of doing. Recently, I had an interview done by Mustang Tattoo, and it's on their Facebook page, and I talk about how I feel the tattoo industry has changed. this year, from last year, and years that I've been tattooing. I've been almost tattooing 25 years now.
What kind of tissue do you use to wipe away with?
I used compressed towels. They look like this. You guys can see. Do you guys see that? Can they see that?
Yes, they can
You can
see
see
that.
it.
They
So
can see that.
watch. When you put some water on it, doesn't matter if it gets ink on it. Boop. It opens up. And then you open it up. It doesn't, now it's nice and wet. It doesn't tear. It doesn't shred. Of course, you can tear it if you really want to, but there's no like particles on it. And it works amazing when you're wiping.
Not abrasive at all.
It's not abrasive at all. It's very soft. So it's a lot of, it's really nice. Works great. I enjoy working with them because they work well. Much better than paper towels. I've always, I guess for years I worked with Bounty or Viva, and you know, if you're into a tattoo 3, 4, 5 hours in and the skin starts to get aggressive and shit, and the client is in pain, and the last thing he wants is for you to start wiping his ass down with some fucking paper, sandpaper type fucking towels. So I've found that these compressed towels work wonders when you're working hours and hours into a tattoo. Of course, you know, during the procedure, if you use some foam, blah, 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 and you really get the tattoo foamed out, then it's a wise thing to wipe it down, I guess, with a regular paper towel, because that's going to, it's going to change the way the amount of the foam comes off. With these compressed towels, they're really more or less designed for facial stuff and cosmetic stuff, but they work great for tattooing. And you can go right on eBay and type in compressed towels, and you'll see them there. And you can buy bags of 100. They come like that, and that's really, it's great because they don't take up a lot of space on your station. They're like little pills. And that's really an awesome thing when you're tattooing and you don't want a bunch of paper towel everywhere, and it makes it more, you know, more sterile for cross-contamination purposes. You don't have to touch paper towels with your dirty gloves, or, you know, continuously change your gloves and stuff. So it makes stuff a lot easier, to be honest. So this is another product from Tattoo Fix Care. It's a natural foam, and it really works well.
Have you tried inkjecta machines?
Yes, I have. I worked with injector machines for years. Um, I used the Flights, the Flight V1 and the Flight V2. I've also tried the Nano out. They're great machines. The X1 is actually about to come out, I think, pretty soon, which I think might be their pen style machine that they're making. It has a lot of interesting stuff about it from what I've seen on their Instagram. Seems like a very advanced machine. The thing itself has a motherboard in it, which is pretty fucking crazy.
Sounds almost unnecessary, but it's probably not.
Well,
there's gotta be a reason for it.
yeah, what that reason is, I don't know yet.
I got a 6% battery left. Just letting you know. Oh, charger. When this dies, it dies. good job with the dark shades. It gives the face more dramatic expression.
Yep. Thank you, thank you. So you gotta do all these ones. This is gorgeous.
The best supply is the tattooist.
What?
Anto B. The best supply is the tattooist.
The best supply.
Yeah.
Oh, the tattooist.com?
I guess. I think so. I think that's what he's saying. Because he doesn't say .com, but it just says the best supply is the tattooist.
Supply company? Or what?
Dang, I was thinking put a line in.
Hmm?
I was thinking put a line in, no problem.
Yeah.
And Anto B says, I want to say that no matter what company you're using, you're a good artist.
Thank you. I appreciate that. All I can say is that I always try my best, you know. Foundation of a good tattoo is always going to be clean lines, as clean as you can get them to be, and solid color, smooth shading. This is one of my favorite ink companies, if you guys can see that. It's made in Russia. And I also am using some AD Poncho from World Famous.
Oh, thank you. That bitch over here.
This is the stuff that I am tattooing with. It's pretty fucking amazing.
What's going on? The king's walking through, watch out.
Oh, that's good.
Josh,
How'd that happen?
I literally just opened the.
Thing, huh?
Okay. Josh, look. I opened the oven.
I'm live on YouTube. Just so you know. It's okay. It's just a screw.
Yeah, if you find the screw and you put it back in, should be fine.
Question. Do you get to do your own style and designs often? Of course, I have my own style when it comes to art, but most of the customers want to get some random stuff from the internet that's already been done 100 times.
Yeah, pretty much. Pinterest all day, every day sometimes, guys. Don't get mad because most of the time the customer is right and what they want is what they want. And if you cannot convince them to get something more original, then believe me, just do the tattoo because you will lose a client and you will lose the money. Yes, we all love and would love to primarily do custom designs and custom work, but you know, a lot of the time people want what they want and can't really be convinced otherwise. So it is what it is.
I don't see the purpose of copying something someone else has done, personally.
Bro, you'd be surprised. You know, it depends on where you are. I mean, here in Roanoke, fucking Virginia, they want what other people have already. So it's like, oh, jeez, Louise, bro. I mean, it sucks to do stuff like that, but it is what it is. A lot of times I try to talk the client into getting something, you know, that has some originality to it, not just something that they found on the internet.
You don't gotta worry about that when it comes to me, man.
Yeah, well, you're not
The standard, I know.
fucking 80% of the population in this town.
I want original shit.
We would all love to do original shit all day, every day. Unfortunately, is it a reality? No, it isn't. We're not all Guy Aitchison and fucking Paul Booth over here that can get to pick and choose what we do. If you're making a living tattooing, then you gotta do more than 75% of the time what the client wants. Whether that's gonna be Pinterest tattoos, stuff from Google, sometimes you just need to shut up and do it. Whether you want to do it or not, always do your best to do the best tattoo.
thing is, I sort of developed my own kind of dark, macabre style,
Oh, that's dope.
but I have no idea how to get someone to actually trust me so I can show what my art's about.
You need to.
Do you think offering free work is a good
Yes, that's the best way. Find some clients that you can do that style on for free and get them to go out and show it to people. When people see it, eventually people will want it. You know, I mean, I didn't always get to tattoo what I wanted. I wish that I would always tattoo what I want, but it's not always like that. Yet again, I pride myself, I guess, in a pretty versatile portfolio because I like to do a lot of different styles. So, you know, for me, if somebody comes in and they want flowers, cool. I love doing flowers. I love doing girly stuff, floral work, and my favorite style is probably Japanese, to be honest.
Koi and oni, stuff like that.
I mean, well, koi fish are a Japanese form of tattooing, yes.
Thank you for all the advice, man.
You're welcome, bro. But, I mean, Asian style in general, it's not just koi fish, it's
Ogres, oni.
dragons and Hanya masks, and I mean, I lived in Japan for 3 years, so for me it was an amazing experience being over there and getting to tattoo around Japanese masters. I went to see Horiyoshi, and that was that was pretty fucking awesome.
Do they use guns or bamboo? I'm just curious. Is it different styles out there? Of course, right?
Traditional Japanese style of tattooing is called tabori, and they use a stick.
It's bamboo.
It's not necessarily bamboo.
I think it's bamboo.
The stick has needles at the end, magnum formations. A lot of times the artist will build the needles themselves. I used to make my own needles. I used to order my needles themselves. I used to get textured bug pin needles. They were 0.25 millimeter, and they were textured, and they would come from Colonial Needle Company. That company itself produces just needles. You could buy needles there and make your own needles if you have a needle jig or whatever.
would you mind if I send you a couple of my designs? And if possible, to tell me what you think about it, as I've only been tattooing for a few years, and I can always use some advice from someone with more experience.
Yeah, sure. If you are on Instagram, hit my Instagram up and send me some stuff through there. When I'm done tattooing, I'll take a look at it and get back to you. My Instagram is Visions, VISIONS, or you could just write it in, Cole.
I know. Visions to skin.
Yeah. For you guys out there that get tattooed, always tip your artist. Remember that.
And they provide a service that they don't have to do you.
Exactly. We could just wipe harder when we tattoo too, you know?
There
If
are
they don't tip
ways.
when they come back, wipe fucking harder. Bury that fucking needle, guys. Bury it. You gotta get it in there. This thing smashes it in, though.
Yeah. No kidding. Jean-Paul Sosa. Excellent job and keep it real. Honest as you do.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate all you guys that watch my channel and watch my reviews. It really means a lot, you know? As my channel keeps growing and stuff like that, I will definitely be giving out not reviews. I mean, I'll be no. I want to do some giveaways. I put up a bunch of stuff that I was gonna give away, some CNC machines from their Stigma line, which I still have, which I'm actually planning to do a giveaway very soon for that stuff. I got some power supplies and some machines that I'm gonna give away soon, guys. I'm trying to figure out how to do this for all of y'all. That's really what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what would be the best way to do the giveaway? Maybe I can do some sort of art challenge. Before, I was thinking, you know, when my channel hits the correct amount of subscribers, so I could actually fucking go live, I was just gonna give it away then. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think I might want you guys to actually earn it. Well, maybe we'll do a few giveaways. That way everybody can actually win something. We can have some kind of contest maybe, and possibly have you guys win stuff like that. And we can also do a giveaway by, I guess, you guys commenting and liking one of my review videos, and I'll actually do just a giveaway video, and we can do it like that, and I can pick a winner like that. I think that will be pretty cool.
John Paul Sosa. I'm 46 years old and started tattooing 4 months ago. Never give up in life. I found your channel by doing research as I'm doing my self-learning process. We'll be posting soon on my Instagram my own work.
Cool. One thing I can tell you guys is it doesn't matter how old you are. You can always learn a new trade. You can always do something that you put your mind to. You know, you put your mind to it, you can do it. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't.
I mean, for most people, their biggest enemy is themselves.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wise words.
Yep. What happened?
Huh?
I said what happened?
No, nothing. I'm just looking at it. I like the way it looks. Shiny. Low power. Way back stuff. See close.
It's probably on 10%. Well, guys, my battery on my phone is going to die. I would love to continue this video, but unfortunately, I'll have to end it here. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all the questions. If you guys want to hit me up on Instagram, please do so. I will help you out however I can. If you guys have questions about equipment, whatever, whatnot. I think this thing might have been upside down.
Yeah, it is.
All right, brother. Thank you.
Yeah.
Here, if you guys want to see my setup again, that's my Mustang Tattoo Mini S power supply that I love. It's freaking tiny compared to the size of my hand. I always like to use aluminum foil on my workstation here. I love using these caps. They're called dip caps. Let me see if I could find them. I love using these silicone ink cups. These are fucking awesome. A bunch of rain cartridges. These are my favorite. So from CNC. What else do I have in here? WJX cartridges too that I have. These foam cap. These are pretty dope. Got some Quill cartridges here. All kinds of stuff. This is the Fixderm I was talking about. This is the bandage. And also, by the way, this I'm gonna make a separate video on this stuff. This stencil solution from Tattoo Fix Care also is probably the best I've ever used. It's just so strong. And here's my it's my little ink rack here. Keep my inks clean. I've been digging this black too. Solid ink. It's pretty dope. I got a small solid ink set here. I've got ink from Cheyenne. For those of you that don't know, Cheyenne Tattoo does make ink. These are Kraska. I'm using the Element 2 from Mustang Tattoo. This is the Mustang Tattoo Zune pen. And I will be reviewing these very soon. Here's a piece that I just finished on my friend. If you guys that want to see, this is actually already healed. How many days?
It's a week 7.
7 days healed fully. Fully healed. We did this not too long ago, a couple months ago. This is also fully healed. Yeah. And now we're working on this guy. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for looking, for watching. Yo!